against a southpaw who's coming off a great win. How are you feeling about this one?
I think it's a very tough fight. I think it's a great fight. Hello to Dimitri, who, you know, fighters should know, like Otto Wallin. Dimitri Salita has been trying to land this fight for years against Anthony Joshua. After every fight that AJ's had, Dimitri phones me. What about Otto Wallin? You know, we saw him in a great fight with Tyson Fury. I think, and not a lot of people know even about his victory on the road against Gassiev in Russia just a few weeks ago. It was a massive win for him. We respect him. He's well schooled. He's 6'6". He's a good southpaw, but we see something different from AJ now. You know, I think the plan at the start of this year was to box 3 times. When he was unified world heavyweight champion, the politics, the mandatories led to a lot of inactivity. He boxed in April, he boxed in August, and now he boxes in December. I think, you know, and I'm definitely biased, but I believe that there's the best chapter to write yet in the story of Anthony Joshua. You know, what he's given to this sport. He sold out arenas at Wembley Stadium, Millennium Stadium, Madison Square Gardens, Riyadh before. This is his 3rd fight in Saudi Arabia. He's changed the complete face of boxing. And it's a pleasure to go back. And you know, when we had the approach from His Excellency to bring Anthony Joshua to Saudi Arabia, it was a fight and a challenge that he wants to take. He wants to become world heavyweight champion again. I believe he can do it. And I think you're going to see a destructive performance from him. And I like what I see up here at the press conference. You know, no games, no mucking around. Business on December 23rd, move forward. We know there's another great heavyweight there in Deontay Wilder. That's a massive fight to potentially bring to Saudi Arabia in 2024. Filip Hrgovic down there, the IBF #1. Otto Wallin is IBF #2. This lines up everything for Anthony Joshua, one of the biggest fights of his career. And as I said, the greatest chapter in the story of Anthony Joshua yet to write. And I can't wait to see him shine on December 23rd.
Thank you very much, Eddie Hearn. Let's bring in Otto Wallin here. I mean, Otto, as Eddie mentioned there, you've got that win over Murat Gassiev, which maybe went under the radar a bit, but it was a tremendous win. Your tail must be high right now. You must have all the confidence in the world heading into this fight.
Yeah, I want to say thank you to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia for putting on this show. It's really unbelievable what they've done in 1 week. With all these fighters, this is a huge event and I'm so happy to be part of it. So thank you very much, and thanks to Queensberry and Frank Warren that we dealt with. We got the call 1 week ago. My manager Jolene and I, we spoke about this fight. We thought it made sense. We went back and forth with Joshua's side. We came to a conclusion in 2 days maybe. And so it was an easy fight to make for us. I'm so happy. I just coming off the great win with Gassiev. It was 5-6 weeks ago now. I did not expect to fight once more this year, but this is really amazing. I'm coming off of that win. I'm in a great position. I'm a promotional free agent. I'm ranked #2 with the IBF, so I'm really on top of the world. Getting this fight, I'm so ready for it. I've been waiting for it for a long time, and I'm just so happy and blessed to be in this position.
You've boxed before in the amateurs. Anthony Joshua won that fight. You've sparred countless rounds as well. Can you take anything away from what you already learned about Anthony Joshua?
Well, I think we both have a good idea of each other. I think that I fought him when I first started boxing, pretty much. I didn't have many fights. He didn't have many fights. We fought. I lost a close decision. We fought again a couple years after, England versus Sweden. He won a close decision again. Then we sparred in 2016 before he fought Charles Martin. And I think, honestly, Joshua, he was on his way up. He's a very good fighter. He was a very good fighter at that time also. And, you know, I pretty much feel like he had his peak maybe around 2018. Joshua, he deserves a lot of respect. He's done a lot for himself. He comes from humble beginnings and really conquered the division for some time. But now I feel like he's on his way down, on his way out, and I'm going to help him with that, and I'm going to win this fight.
All right, well, let's bring in former 2-time unified world heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua. Anthony, you an iconic night, a historic night. You're no stranger to these sorts of nights. Tell us your feelings heading into this one.
Why isn't Eddie asking me questions? You're my promoter.
Eddie, would you like to ask Anthony a question?
Thank you. AJ, a massive moment for you, 6 weeks out.
Yeah.
People talking about you've peaked, people talking about this might be
People talking about our peaks have never even seen what a peak looks like in their whole career, so I don't know what they're talking about, number one. Secondly, I want to thank His Highness Turkey and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia for putting a phenomenal card together. And I'm looking forward to delivering my message to Otto Wallin on December 23rd.
Obviously this time around, short notice, 3 fights in 1 year, that was the plan when we set off for 2023.
Yeah.
You're going to deliver that, and it could lead to a huge 2024, but everybody talking about future fights just purely focused on Otto Wallin, December 23rd.
Yeah. I can't predict the future, but I know where I want to go, I know what I want to do, and I'm sticking to that plan. I set out a plan at the start of this year, and I'm sticking to that. I'm a man of my word. I stand firm on what I believe, and I believe I'm going to be 3-time heavyweight champion of the world. And my first stop to that in getting in the rankings is putting on a demolishing job against Otto Wallin.
And finally, sorry Dev, finally,
Crack on.
your 3rd fight in Saudi Arabia, back to Riyadh. I know every time you've been, it's been an incredible
Phenomenal
experience, incredible Riyadh season. We saw a breathtaking production, an event with Fury against Ngannou.
Yeah.
Excited to get back to the kingdom.
100%. When my family heard I was going back to Saudi, phones started ringing off. When can we get tickets? When can we book flights? They get treated real nice when they go there. I'm focused on my fight, of course, but my whole family, my community is going to be out there. There's going to be 100 of us strong, and it's going to be a really good time to be in Saudi Arabia. So if this is the first time you're hearing it, make sure you get booked up to head out to Saudi Arabia. December 23rd, it's going to be big, and I don't think we've ever seen a card like this before.
And just definitely finally, when we sat down in that meeting with His Excellency, just on Monday night, the vision that we saw, the passion that we saw for boxing, something that we all share.
100%. So this isn't a one-stop shop. This is what I like about the vision, is that there's a map, a roadmap with checkpoints. And I can't wait to get to the final destination. So as I said, this is my first stop. And December 23rd, I'll deliver that message, and I'll be on my way again onto the next bigger and better opportunity in 2024. I'm fully focused on this fight. I'm determined to win, and I'm determined to get back to my peak, if that's what they want to call it.
Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Eddie. I think all those questions I had written down here anyway, Eddie, so I think we're good. I think we covered it. Let's talk about the co-main event on December 23rd.